All right, it's the tail end of June and my Crate Club Major Crate just came in the mail. Big box, but not too heavy. So let's open this thing up and see what came this month. What's up guys, Eric here with ATHOME in the Future, and I'm back with another Crate Club unboxing. This is of course their Major Crate, which is part of their monthly subscription. If you're unfamiliar with Crate Club, pretty cool one. Prepping gear, survival stuff, tactical things, really interesting mix of stuff, kind of unique in the market. Comes in a few different flavors. There's a monthly version, which is what we get, and we get the biggest version of that, which is the Major Crate. There's also a quarterly subscription in the General Crate. So if you want to get this one for yourself, you can follow the link on the screen or down in the description and save yourself a little bit of money. But rarely, if ever, any spoilers on this one. I'm pretty curious, like I said at the beginning, because it's a big box, but not all too heavy. So I'm curious. I'm going to guess there's a bag or something inside. Typically, big box means bag, but we'll see. Here we go. Moment of truth. All right, lots of padding, lots and lots of padding. Let's pull out our card here. I'm gonna take a quick look before we start looking at all the items. So here we go, spelled all out here. Lots of good stuff to look at. Looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 items right now. So I'm gonna pull it all out and then we'll go through and take a look at it. Here we go. All right, there we go. Everything laid out. Good mix of stuff this month. Some pretty cool high value items, which I'm pretty excited about taking a look at. So first up, right here, we have from TACMed a blast bandage, which I'm not going to remove from the packaging here because this is sterile. It's that kind of vacuum packed, ready to go. When you open it up, everything will kind of expand. But it looks like, I wonder if this is like the equivalent to a really big Israeli bandage. Okay, so it says it's 400 square inches of treatment area, breaks down to a 4-inch roll, but it kind of like has breaks in it where it won't just fully unroll all the way in case you're trying to be careful with how you apply it. So it's sterile and large enough to cover the entire back or chest area of a casualty if needed. It has a removable occlusive layer that you can cover the abdomen and stuff with. So I'm familiar with a decent amount of first aid stuff and like these nice style bandages for like significant bleeding and stuff, but not too familiar with a blast bandage if that is a type. So I'm gonna have to go research this on YouTube as you do. So pretty curious about that, but this is the type of stuff that's really good to have. You probably wouldn't set out in your Amazon cart to go grab a blast bandage, but now that I have one, having that in my med kit, I hope I never need it, but if I do, I'll be glad I have it. So I like seeing that sort of stuff in Crate Club. So next up, from Blaze Defense, we have the BDS-40 MK5. We have a fire suppression device, like a little portable fire extinguisher, I guess. The funny thing is, it kind of looks like a little grenade. So it says it suppresses flames, cools surfaces, it's non-toxic, non-corrosive. I guess it's okay to keep in your car, maybe. Pull the tab, you aim and spray it. It says do it in 1 to 2 second bursts and everything. So don't expose to temperatures exceeding 120 degrees. So depending on how hot your car gets, you may or may not be able to keep that in there. But I do like having a small thing like this to keep in vehicles or even in your kitchen. So it says it's ideal for spot fire applications in any situation. So yeah, just sized enough where you'll actually keep it around instead of like tucking it away somewhere because it's so big or unsightly. So keep it in the cabinet. Keep it in the car if the temperature's right. Yeah, good thing to have. 2 good things to have there. All right, so next up from Flitz, something I feel like makes its way through any of the subscription boxes if you've been there long enough. We have a renewal system. So this is some of their liquid polish, their ceramic gun and knife sealant, and it looks like a microfiber cloth kind of built in, just a little bag kit here. So you get both items here. I'm gonna leave it nice and sealed up so I can put it in my knife drawer without to get it all unfolded and everything. But if you have a knife or been in this world at any period of time, you know that Flitz is stuff you want to have just to keep things looking good in a good working shape and everything. So having these little kits is nice, especially if you have a range bag. Go ahead and throw this sort of thing in there. That's really handy. Or if you're like me and you have a workbench in your garage, keep this in the drawer beside it and you're ready to go anytime you need to take care of your gear. Actually take the time to take care of your gear. It's a good idea. But Flitz is solid stuff. Okay. So that was kind of the 3 smaller things, which I wanted to get to these big items because these are actually some really, really cool things. So first up from Vertex, the Long Walks Pack. I think in the history of subs I've had in this channel, even this sort of sub that's like geared towards tactical stuff and survival stuff, I'm not sure I've actually ever had a Vertex item because they're considered fairly high end in this space, but here we go. We have a full-on bag here. It's a 15-liter one. It's really cool because it features their whole tactigami system. So their bags, you can use them like normal bags and everything, but if you're into concealed carry or just even carrying EDC gear or that sort of thing, they have these whole panels inside. Well, here, I'll turn it this way so you can see. They have a ton of different attachments you can get for these things. They're all built on hook and loop and stuff. So places to put mags, places to like slide in knives, or like they've got pictured here like glow sticks and everything else. But you can customize the loadout however you want, which is really, really nice. So instead of getting a bag with like fixed pockets, this has pockets and stuff too. We'll take a look at that here in a second. You've got this panel here, which you can add those attachments and make it look and configure it however you want, which is great. So full ability to customize it. And we also got pockets too. We have this big kind of stretchy mesh-ish pocket on the front, which has a little catch on the inside. It's hard to see there, but when you have your gear in, and it won't actually fall out, it'll catch that from going out, which is nice. And you can cinch that down. So we got a zip pocket right here, which is fairly deep. It's got a little tab to put keys and stuff on. I wonder, sometimes you'll have a water bottle pocket on the side, which it doesn't at first glance appear to have that, but the straps and everything are very nice. We got vented mesh padding built into the back of this. We've got nice straps with more hook points in there, a little sternum strap to keep things light on your shoulders. This is a really high quality bag. So seeing anything from Vertex is always a treat. But seeing it in a subscription like this is great. Let's see if there's any other details I missed on this thing. So I'm not familiar with this model. I have a few other Vertex bags that I kind of use across my whole kit and system. See, the whole bag itself only weighs 1.5 pounds or so. There is a little carry handle here at the top, and maybe it actually does have a little place too. If you have a hydration bladder, you can run that hose up through that. But made for just kind of like light trips on the go. They call it the long walk. If you're just going around for an afternoon, just doing something small, this is exactly the sort of thing you want. So very cool. Love seeing that Crate Club. Love seeing that in a box. All right, last but not least from Civivi, one of the most popular EDC knives out there, I feel like, is the Civivi Elementum. Everybody loves it, just about the right shape and everything. This is a fixed blade version of that. It looks like it has micarta scales as well. So let's take a look at this. I think, if I'm remembering right, I kind of get these mixed up over time, but I think we've had some really great EDC knives from Crate Club lately. And so this is kind of a fixed blade that's very EDCable. So we've got our sheath here. With any Civivi or We Knives thing, you get a ton of stuff in the box. So you get stickers, you get microfiber cloths, and all that stuff. But we have the beautiful Elementum here. What a great profile. Definitely, actually, probably a little bit of a bigger, I think they have a larger folding Elementum now too. It's about the same size as that, but super, super comfortable as far as fixed blades go. Just the right amount of jimping there in the back. Very simple handle shape and simple scales and everything. Just about the right default combination of stuff that you want to see. So the micarta feels great, just about the right size for my hands and everything. You got a nice, kind of smallish, I guess, choil here in the front, but just enough to protect your fingers. Perfect looking drop point blade, nice grind and everything on that. And typically very sharp out of the box. The hardware blends in nice with the micarta and everything. And then you get this kind of like keychain lanyard thing. You can replace it with whatever you want, depending on if you like this or not. I can't tell. This isn't like full on paracord. It's like paracord-ish. Feels just a little bit thin. So I don't know over time how robust that is, but it looks like you can just pull that loop and slide that off there if you don't want it on your blade. But man, a really, really nice fixed blade there. It is D2, which is super great, keeps a good edge, easy to sharpen and everything. 4.41 ounces, very well balanced, just feels nice. So when you think of fixed blades, a lot of the time you think of like a big beefy outdoor knife or something like that. And this, make no mistake, it actually I feel like is a pretty big knife, but the contours and everything feel like your favorite small EDC blade, which makes me really appreciate it. So I'm a Civivi fan. Kind of shocked me over the years because typically their stuff isn't like budget. I think they have a budget line called Syndicate or Syncut or something like that. They're kind of mid-range, but Civivi makes really nice stuff. If you want to be in that $50 to $100 price range, they make really good gear. But this is, I think, a little high up on that scale, but just a really nice knife. So it makes for a really nice box this month. You know what? I didn't even take a look at the sheath. Let's take a quick look at that. So here we go. It looks like we've got maybe some Kydex or plastic, can't tell there, and a really, really nice clip there from Chuzola. Very easy to actuate with a clasp there on the side. But let's see what the lockup's like in this thing. Okay, it feels really nice. All right, just the right amount of retention there. Easy enough to get out, but you can shake it all around. That's not going anywhere. So great knife to see in the sub. Civivi Elementum fixed blade version of it. Very, very cool. And that brings us to the end of the June 2024 major crates. So we got the CVV Elementum, we got a Vertex bag, 15-liter one, a good old flit system, which is great for taking care of this knife as well. Some fire suppressants. I'm just going to call it fire suppressant grenade because that's what it looks like. And this huge tactical bandage, which hopefully you don't need because you're messing around with that knife. But anyway, if you want to get the subscription for yourself, again, follow the link on the screen or down in the description. Crate Club's a good one. If you're into this type of gear, this box appeals to you, then you're going to like pretty much every other month's box. So definitely worth checking out if you're into this sort of thing. All right, you guys, that's it for this month's unboxing. As always, if you dug the video, be sure to hit the like button because it helps the channel out a ton, and subscribe if you want to see more stuff like this. See you guys next time.